alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. This is the last topic in this chapter 5, which is the probability and counting rules. So in this topic, we will use permutation and combination in finding the probability. Let's see example 50 here. A coin is tossed 5 times. Find the probability of getting A, B, C, D here. Okay, so first of all, let us see the B part first, okay, which is the most simple one. So let's see how to solve question B here. This is probability of getting no hit, okay. So when you toss a coin once, the probability of getting no hit, okay, let's use the notation T as tail because no hit is tail, so it is 1/2. However, now we want to find for 5 tosses. All right, so we just find tail for the first toss, tail for the second toss, intersect, third, fourth, and also the fifth one. All right, so from 1/2 here for one toss, now we want to do it 5 times, so we need to multiply half 5 times. So the way to write it is 1/2 to the power of 5. So just use your calculator. So the answer is 1/32. Let's look at D. Question D. Find the probability of getting no hit in n tosses. So if you toss it 5 times, the probability is 1/2 to the power of 5. And if you toss it n times, the probability is 1/2 to the power of n. So that's the answer for part D. Let's look at part C now. Find the probability of getting at least one hit. Okay, so for at least one hit, we can find it by using the complementary rules, 1 minus probability of no hit. So just take 1 minus probability of no hit. We have the answer here, 1/2 to the power of 5. So your answer will be 31/32. And let's look at the last one here. Find the probability of getting at most one hit. Okay, at most one hit is 2 cases. Here you need to consider the first case is no hit at all, and the second case is one hit. So for probability of no hit, we already have the answer, 1/2 to the power of 5. However, for probability of one hit, we have different cases we need to consider. Okay, so it can be hit and others are tails. It can be hit at the second toss, others are tails. Hit at the third toss, hit at the fourth toss, and hit at the last toss. Okay, so how can you calculate it? We have 5 tosses. All right, so one of them can be head, so the probability of head is 1/2. The rest of it can be tail, so it is 1/2 to the power of 4 because it is 4 times. So this case here will be repeated 5 times. That's why the formula here becomes 5, because 5 times half, so this half is for that one head, and 1/2 to the power of 4, which is for the 4 tails. And then multiply all of them together, the answer will be 0.1875.